Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa Nelson. If you don't know me, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time right now. I'm going to work very hard to keep this to 10 minutes. Welcome to today's 10-minute training, where we will learn about making the switch to Church Center. Just a little caveat, if you have not downloaded the app yet, that is okay. I don't want to call you out and embarrass you, but if you'd like to stay around and have us help you put it on your phone afterward, find myself or Ron. All right, so making the switch to Church Center. What is Church Center? What is Church Center? It is an app for your smartphone, but also more than that, it is a blessing. Church Center is a blessing. Today I'm going to walk you through what Church Center is. Thank you. Okay. Who it blesses and how, and what you need to do. Okay. What is Church Center? Church Center is an app on your smartphone where our congregation can explore, engage, and get involved in the life of the church. Next slide. Who it blesses. It blesses three groups. It blesses those of us who are already here. It blesses those of us who are new. And it blesses the staff and the ministry leaders here at Old Orchard. How does it bless us? It helps us to be able to contact each other. Not that we couldn't before, but it's on one really handy spot, which is the directory. It is a private directory. The public doesn't see your contact information. It also blesses those of us here because it helps us to sign up for church-wide events, which if you've heard the term sign-ups, that's where you sign up for church-wide events. I'm going to walk you through the app itself a little bit later. I'm going over a big picture of what this is about first. Wait 1 second, look at my notes here. Okay, how does it bless those of us here? It also helps us to know when we're scheduled to serve as a church. That's under your profile. It blesses us that are already here because there is messaging in one spot for all things church related. Okay. Did I already? Okay, good. All right. It helps us to see what's going on in the life of the church, which is in the part of the app called Groups. Okay? And I'm going to go through this in more detail in a little bit, but under Groups, there are places we can look at as people who are already here and find out, where can I grow in grace? Where can I serve on Sunday and beyond Sunday? What about community groups? Maybe I should join one. You can find out more about what's going on in the Children, Youth, and Family section, and also about what's going on at the Arts at Old Orchard. So these are the ways that it blesses us who are already here. How does it bless new folks? Okay, it is a blessing to those who are new. People who are new can quickly, all in one place, see what Old Orchard is all about, okay? They can see ways that they can grow in grace, okay? Sunday school classes, workshops, things like that. They can see the ways that we as a body serve on Sunday and beyond, because there are many ministries here at our little church. Newcomers can see that we value deep community and that we meet in community groups and that there's room for them too. Newcomers can also see what ministries are available for children, youth, and families, and that we value and foster the arts at Old Orchard. So, you're probably noticing a theme, true for old and new folks. One thing I really want to impress upon all of us is that Church Center widens the circle for people who are new. Often, as a congregant here, I have been part of and heard conversations where people are really hoping for new and younger people and families to become part of our fellowship here at Old Orchard. Young people use technology. So this app is really a door of welcome to younger people that helps enfold them into the life of the church very quickly in a way that maybe would have taken months or even years before. So our old paper directory, which was such a gift to us, Dorinda, our old clipboards and our old parlor table, all those functioned well in the past. This is now a place where we're putting all that into one place. And it's more accessible to people who are new. When you're new, you're not quite sure what the lay of the land is. Where do I get involved? What's going on here? So hopefully it will really bless new folks. So another section of people that this app really blesses is your staff and the people in our congregation who lead ministries. I cannot stress enough how this app simplifies our work enormously. I'm not going to go into detail, just trust me. Okay, it saves us many hours for a staff that already works really hard, and probably more hours than we should. So using this really blesses us. It helps the ministry leaders, those of you who oversee things like lawn mowing or childcare, all the different things. It helps you to be able to communicate efficiently within your teams. And it will also help recruit new folks on how they can serve. So once you familiarize yourself with the app, you'll be able to, I've been, with your help, populating the information in there. You can scroll through and see where are the places I can serve and how do I do that. You might be surprised that there's some you might not even know about. Once ministry leaders start to use it, you will see that it's immensely helpful, and I'm going to tell you more about how you can learn more later. So, what do you need to do? All right, here we go. Ready? I don't know if you can read that, but I'll read it out loud to you. You need to choose to have a positive mindset, okay? And you need to have the mindset and view learning and using this tool as a way to love your neighbor. It is hard to learn new things. It's easy for us to grouse about it. But if you... I just lost all the batteries. Could someone fix that for me? I should have done like Ryan and recorded ahead of time. Where was I? Oh, yes, it would be such a blessing if you could joyfully anticipate how we will flourish and grow as a congregation, and how this app widens the circle of our welcome to newcomers. All right, thank you, Bryce. All right, what else do you need to do? I need to turn it off. Nope. I'll tell you what you need to do if someone can fix this. Go back. Okay, what you need to do, you need to install the app. If you haven't yet, we're so happy to help you do that today or anytime. You need to enter your contact information. You'll be surprised if you look at it. A lot of you haven't. Many, in fact most, have not input a picture in of you. I'm starting to add pictures of you that I have randomly found. You can always opt out or change it if you don't like them. But we need to be able to see our faces, when we say, oh, so-and-so. I don't know who that is. So the pictures really help. I know some of us don't like our pictures out there, but look at it as a labor of love towards your neighbor. What else do you need to do? You need to poke around in there. You need to open it up and poke around. You're not going to break it. You're not going to tear anything up or mess up your settings. Figure it out. It's like a new house. Walk around. Look at things. And lastly, you need to train yourself in the habit of using the app. A lot of churches are going to this crazy thing now. I'm a Luddite at heart. I don't like technology very much, but I just want to ask you to please lean into it for the sake of love. Okay, we are do I have time? Am I still good on time? I'm not keeping track of time. I'm going to walk you through the key features of the app, okay? So if you have the app and want to open your phone, feel free. If you learn better by listening and looking up here, I'm going to be showing you what it looks like on your app. All right, there are 5 key things that I want to point out to you about the app. When you open it up, next slide. Okay, when you open it up, I zoomed in on my home screen. You will see a picture of Old Orchard Church. Mine has a black background, but yours might have white. That's my own personal setting. But if you zoom into your home screen, you can see that there's a circle at the top on the right, and there's a little chat bubble next to it with a red dot. That circle, this little circle, is all things pertaining to you, okay? If you clicked on my little icon right there, my face, you'd see where I'm scheduled to serve, when I'm supposed to read scripture, when I've been asked to serve in the nursery, what things I've signed up to do. So a lot of us, I don't think, know that that's what that's for. You click on that, all things pertaining to you are there. You also will be able to see there if you've been asked to serve, and you can say, yes, I can, or you can say, heck no, not right now, okay? There will be a red dot on your picture when there's something new for you to look at. The chat bubble up top with that little red dot, if there's a red dot there, you have a message. It might be from an individual. It might be that the group you're part of is having a conversation. It might be that Sunday school got canceled. I don't know. Touch the bubble, find out. Okay, next. Oh, I just did the chat bubble. Okay, next, if you could zoom out and see the bottom of your screen on the app, I've zoomed in here, you'll see there's 3 little icons: directory, signups, and groups. Directory, pretty self-explanatory. This is where you can see everyone's name and contact info, and where you'll see pictures of people. Pretty easy, moving on. Signups, next slide. Signups is where you go to see church-wide events and to RSVP. So I'm going to repeat that. Signups is for church-wide things, okay? All of us. Right now, if you opened up that part of your app, you would see that there are several events coming up: Charting the Course Workshop, the Food and Fellowship Luncheon, Congregational Meeting. There is a Story Feast coming up. That's traditionally for women. We're doing it for women again. Men, we're going to have you join us at some point, but not this time. Okay. The next icon, that little circle, says groups. Next slide. Groups is where you go for everything else. Okay, this has been the hardest part of learning the app for me. Believe it or not, there are 52 groups in our church. 52. And so we have organized them into 6 categories, so it's much easier to understand. So, when you tap on groups, next slide, please. Yeah, next slide. Okay. When you tap on groups, you will see, can you go one more? Nope, back. Oh, I'm missing a slide. Is there one with 2 pictures and it says example? No. Okay, that's okay. So when you tap on groups, you're going to see little thumbnail pictures of the groups you might already belong to. But if you scroll down a little bit more, you're going to see a heading that says Find a Group. That's a heading. Below that are the categories that we put all the groups into, and there are 7 listed there. Next slide. They are listed into these 7 categories: Serve on Sunday, Serve Beyond Sunday, Join a Community Group, Grow in Grace, Children, Youth, and Family. There's one called Upcoming Events. Please ignore that. I don't know what to do with that. It's not making sense to me, and I'm still learning, so for right now, please ignore that group, or that category. And the last category is the Arts at Old Orchard. So some examples, if you clicked on Serve on Sunday, that you would see ushering, helping set up for communion, helping to lead worship, scripture readings, nursery. The session would like to see each one of us pick one place to serve on a Sunday, to have each one of us pick one place that we can serve beyond Sunday. That would be things like the missions team, food and fellowship, helping take care of our facilities, landscaping, mercy ministry, youth. But the session's hope and goal is that all of us would pick one place to serve on a Sunday, one place to serve beyond Sunday, that we would join a community group, that we would participate in the ministries of Growing in Grace. These are things like Sunday school, workshops. We're not creating anything new, we're just calling it something different so that it's easy to see where that category is. And also, our session wants us to benefit from or volunteer within ministries to kids and families, and to participate in the arts at Old Orchard. So you can tap on those categories, and the different groups in each categories will come up, and you can tap on those pictures and explore. Next slide. For those of you who are ministry leaders, and if you are one, you got an email from me this week asking you to explain what you do and to write up a little blurb about it. If you don't know if you're a ministry leader, come ask me. But we would like to explain to you how you can participate in putting information into this app so that you can take more leadership over it. So you also can figure out how to communicate with everybody in your group. I'm going to try, tentatively, we're going to do a really short after-church training on November 3rd for you if you're a ministry leader. And if you are, it's best if you have a laptop you can bring or an iPad, just because that portion of leading those ministries and setting that up is best done on a computer. Okay, well, if anyone has any questions or needs help, I'm always glad to help. You can go ahead and go to the next slide. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Paul. I will repeat that. Paul said that some of us don't use smartphones or have one. All of this is accessible on the computer. All of you, you can go to Church Center and see everything that I'm talking about. It doesn't look exactly like it does on the app. The app kind of makes it simpler, but it's all accessible to you. We're not leaving out those who don't use smartphones or who aren't comfortable. Thank you, Paul.
You can get there through our website.
You can what?
You can get there through our website.
You can get to it through our website. That's absolutely right. Okay. If you have not installed the app yet and would like to do that today, please see Ron or myself after church. Maybe Paul. He's pretty techie. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your willingness to learn something new. And if anyone has any questions, I'm glad to answer them.